All right, Drew Carey.
Wow! Drew Carey is crazy.
Those glasses are pretty crazy.
Like
Larry
sexy,
King.
a sexy Larry King, though.
You know the old,
a tanned, sexy Larry King.
you know the old dude from
in
Up.
female form. Yeah,
You look like the old dude from Up.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
I don't know. Thick
glasses.
Up.
That's That's pretty crazy. Looks like your glasses are
should try 'em
bulletproof.
on.
Can I?
Yeah.
Let's see how dumb I look.
You look like Bowfinger.
What's going on, guys? Thready women here.
You look like, you look like Pootie Tang.
Where's the cocaine?
No,
Just
I
kidding.
kind of like him.
No, put them on. So I was recently ridiculed
Why?
for my taste in Jim Carrey movies.
Jim Carrey. I love me some Jim Carrey.
Man, we were just talking about how crazy those, and this is crazy, kids nowadays don't even really, they couldn't even fathom what a DVD menu is.
Sound like an uncle.
I love it. I can actually say that now. Kids today, they don't know what a DVD menu is because of streaming services. So obviously, DVD menus are, what your DVD starts out with. It gives you the actual movie, then the commentary and all the extra bonus stuff. But what was crazy about that whole era was when you fell asleep to a movie, after the movie ended, it went back to the DVD menu, and they never mixed the levels. The movie would be at 30, the menu would be at 145.
172.
You'd either always wake up right away or wake up the next day and you're just like, how did I sleep through this?
Right, or it's stuck in your head.
Yeah.
So for me, the Shrek one.
The Shrek one.
With Donkey, and he's like, pick me, oh, pick me.
He's jumping up in the crowd.
Through the crowd.
But it always started with what are you guys doing in my swamp? And then it showed everybody, and then the menu came up. Good times. Another one I always remembered was one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty's one of your favorites?
Bruce Almighty is...
Your favorite Jim Carrey?
I love Jim Carrey. Jim
I do
Carrey
too.
is like Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, and Steve Carell have it for my white comedians, like my top white comedians.
Yeah, Jim Carrey has it for me.
And I love the classics, but my personal list, it's a little off. But the Bruce Almighty DVD menu is when he grew the moon for Jennifer Aniston, and she walked outside like, oh, wow, oh my God. And he's like, yeah, right there, But then the moon caused tsunamis across the world. I remember that DVD menu because I went to sleep to that movie almost every single. That and the Family Guy DVDs.
Okay, so you said Bruce Almighty is your favorite Jim Carrey, one of your favorite Jim Carrey movies.
I would say that is...
What number?
This is tough, but I'm going to say third.
Third. Okay.
And I feel like Truman Show is that one that everybody's supposed to say because it's like, it's written so well. It's so nice. And it is. It's super dope. But in terms of the stuff that stuck with me as a child, I got a weird top three.
Okay. Weird top three for Jim Carrey.
It's pretty weird.
Okay. So being that I am a huge Jim Carrey fan myself, I'm going to guess these two.
So let's assume that I've never really put them in order. I know what number one is, but 2 and 3 can be interchanged. But I'll say Bruce Almighty is number 3. So try to guess number 2 first before number 1.
Okay. Number 2 got to be The Mask.
That's it.
It is?
It's The Mask, yeah.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1.
What you got?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Love those movies. Nope.
When Nature Calls.
Say it's still Ace Ventura. Nope.
Cable Guy.
Not really memorable to me.
Cable Guy wasn't memorable
I gotta see it again. I saw it in theaters, and then I saw it when it came out on DVD.
Friend.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite. That's not even top 5.
No, it's not. But I'm guessing. Me, Myself, and Irene.
That's a good one, but that doesn't scratch the top for me.
Oh, Me, Myself, and Irene was fantastic. Liar, Liar.
Liar, Liar was funny.
Okay, no. Whoa,
Liar, Liar was funny, but that doesn't even scratch my top 5. And neither does Dumber and Dumber.
I was just about to say Dumb and Dumber.
Those two for me,
say no way is
were the
Dumb
same.
and Dumber.
Super enjoyable, great performances from Jim Carrey. Don't break my 5.
Is it a comedy?
Of course.
Okay, because I was gonna guess
23. I like that movie. I was really surprised at how good that movie was, but I wouldn't say that breaks my top 5 either. I really like 23 though.
So
but Bruce Almighty
is
The Mask.
In The Mask.
Number
one? Hold on.
And it's strangely one of his biggest movies.
And I haven't said it yet? Oh. No, this is not one of his biggest movies, but was it the one where him and his wife were robbing banks?
Wasn't that Brad Pitt?
I thought that was Jim Carrey.
You talking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
No. Though they were assassins.
No. Yeah, what movie is that?
It's that. So okay, so it's
not that. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about though.
Damn. One of his biggest. I'm Jim Carrey's one of his biggest fans. It's a comedy, and it's one of his biggest movies that I'm missing. It's not Liar Liar.
I like this. See, this is the same effect I get when I try to tell people my favorite Disney movie.
Oh my God. How am I not thinking of this? It's not a show. It's not in living color. It's not a character. Fire Marshal Bill.
If In Living Color was my favorite Jim Carrey movie, then I set you up.
Look, I'm covering all bases here. I can't believe that I'm missing a.
You want a hint? You want a hint that'll give it away?
I don't want one that's gonna give it away.
Right.
I want a hint that's not gonna give it away, but gonna make me think.
I can't, because the only hint I have, I'm just bursting at the seams. The fact that you say you are a Jim Carrey fan and you haven't said this movie yet is crazy.
Holy smoky dokes.
Come on. Think about me. Think about Jim Carrey. And think about the perfect crossover. That's Ace Ventura.
That is. You just do that all the time. You do that.
I see. I love Jim Carrey.
Think about you.
You have 10 seconds.
Damn. Give me the hint.
I really
the fucking Grinch who stole Christmas.
No idea. Yes! Down a size and a half. And this time, I'll keep it off. I love how the Grinch stole Christmas.
I knew that.
It is a staple. I talk like him a million times a day.
I knew that.
Me and my mom cannot stop doing the Grinch voice. It's like
you do another phrase that you always do this phrase. It wasn't that one.
It's not. I really don't like him.
Hey, you do another phrase. You be like,
damn. Now I don't know.
Damn, you do it all the time. You did it on the show before, too, a few times.
I always go, ooh, sweet.
Damn.
I cannot. I feel like he did that. He did the Grinch so well to me that he ruined the Grinch. Like, the Grinch used to be a book that didn't really have a voice
in the cartoon,
and he's like Hugh Jackman with Wolverine. He like did it so well that it's kind of like it ruins it for everybody else. Because now I see like I went to the Grinch play that they had, and the reason why my mom bought the tickets was because of Jim Carrey, but they didn't have the rights to the movie, so he couldn't act like Jim Carrey, so he had to do his own thing. And we were kind of like,
damn, I didn't think of character movies like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he has another movie where he's like, he's a villain. He's in Sonic, right? He's a villain in Sonic.
He's a great Robotnik.
Robotnik.
He's a great Robotnik.
And then he's also in a Christmas movie with trains. Because this is the thing about trains.
Is he the Scrooge?
Yes, I think so.
With the ghosts and stuff?
I think so. I think that's the movie I'm thinking about. It's an animated movie. I just remember trains.
Ebenezer Scrooge, or not the Polar Express.
Is he in that?
I don't think so. I don't even know if he's in the Scrooge, to be honest. I didn't see it. But
so good.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I already named my top. Hello.
Yours are probably Me, Myself, and Irene, The Mask, and Truman.
Ace Ventura.
Over Truman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ace Ventura. Pet Detective.
What's first?
Pet Detective. The Mask. The Mask for me is my top.
That's one of his best performances.
Everything about it.
That's a character movie too, though.
I tell you, Sonny, I don't give a damn.
Jim Carrey, Kevin Hart, not Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle.
Like red rose.
He described him perfectly. He said he has like a talent that can't be learned.
Yeah.
It's just like something random happened and he just acted like that. He didn't learn that from any. It's crazy. He's great. He's great.
Pet Detective.
That's the first one, right?
No, The Mask.
No. Pet Detective is first. Ace Ventura.
When Nature Calls is the second one.
Did you play an Ace Ventura computer game in the 90s?
I didn't. Damn.
I'm alone in this. They had a PC game, and this was like Macintosh era, like not even before PC games were popping like that. But it was like a puzzle game, and it was an impersonator. They didn't get Jim Carrey, but that's what really made me like Ace Ventura because that game was so funny. Do not go in there. Woo!
Bars.
All right, do it. Go ahead.
He said it ain't your beauty, it's your booty. Nigga, shut up and hop on this Call of Duty.
Wow.
Boom. Flanked around to your heart. Someone love, you don't care if I fart.
I liked it until that last line. That was crazy.
Someone love, you don't care if I fart?
That was crazy.
You got to be in love. I think most men have to be in love to accept her farts.
I hate hearing women fart.
Why?
I don't know.
It's like music. It's booty music.
It's not booty music. It's gross. When we do it, it's funny. When y'all do it, it's nasty.
A cheeky symphony.
Cheeky symphony is insane. All right. Now that we got those literal booty bars out the way.
Hey, you liked it, low-key.
The flank, you know we be playing Call of Duty online. You
taught me that.
Yeah. Like you're actually getting pretty good. But yeah, now that we got those booty bars out the way, I got last few episodes I've been steering away from the toxicity. Some positivity.
I'm steering away from the toxicity. This
great.
Episode.
We have an episode that's not going to frustrate.
Oh. You're going to like mine.
Mine's cute.
Mine's isn't cute, but it's helpful.
Mine is this. Cloud's thread. What's your favorite non-sexual act of intimacy?
Ooh.
So no penetration.
No penetration. Ooh.
Okay. What
Buy
you got?
me mangoes. Oh,
that's yours?
No, it's
mangoes.
Not. No. Mine is non-toxic. This is to help. Help. I'm assisting in making this world a better place. You ready?
Insisting? Good.
Assisting.
Oh.
What is the fastest way to calm a man when he is angry?
I like that. What's that? You didn't have to turn this phone around. I knew what that was.
You know the sweet sounds of the gawk?
No, that was not a sweet sound. But was that Summer Walker?
That was Summer Walker.
Okay. I feel like she's good at it. I think you could just, not just her songs, just like you can look at her. You can kind of look at somebody and tell who's experienced and who's not. And that's not like saying no ho stuff. I just feel like you can read a woman's swag.
Every dude she get with want to have her babies.
Yeah. That's I don't want to disrespect the queen, but Erykah Badu seems like her coochie leaves a spell on
she got
men.
That thing
on
men.
Her. Yeah, I feel like she's doing something biblical in the bedroom.
She come in loaded.
Crazy.
Clit loaded.
That's a good one.
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, I was about to say, I went first last time.
Yeah. You ready? You
know
ready
what?
to get some tools?
Sure.
This is
I
going to
know the top two.
Was it the...
That was one.
Okay. What about something non-sexual?
The second one isn't sexual.
Okay.
But I know that, can we talk? Can we talk for 2 hours straight?
That's not it.
That's the worst one.
Right.
That's how
not
you get
it.
more mad. The second one is not sexual at all, but I feel like it's going to be on there because every man knows.
Okay, well, don't say it. And if it comes up,
I'm wait.
Then, okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What is the fastest way to calm a man when he's angry? Leave him alone.
That's number 3.
Oh, 3? I thought you were about to say what?
No, 1 you showed us.
Oh. Okay, so y'all like angry head.
I thought we were angry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying you guys are angry and you like to get head when you're angry, so I call it
honestly,
angry head.
You know what's crazy?
I thought he might be like, get the fuck off me.
Leave me alone might be number 1.
That's what I thought.
If I'm really mad, the head probably ain't even going head, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's interchangeable with number 1 because that could, if it's a petty fight,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cook.
That is an advanced version of number 2.
What? Cooking is advanced?
That's an advanced version of number 2.
So the simplistic way is to order him something that he wants?
No.
Okay. Okay, wait. Keep holding
it. I'm waiting.
I'm very apologetic and turn super submissive, not even sexually. Literally, whatever he says, I do it just to show he's in charge.
Turn into a slave.
Yeah.
Yes, a massa.
Little subby.
A subwoofer.
Somebody said, y'all talking about head, baby. If I'm angry at you, that head gonna have to wait 2 to 5 business days depending on how mad I am.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Can't be swayed by the mouth. You gotta be a mouth assassin.
Right. Mouth assassin.
Imagine
crazy.
you give some mid while he mad.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like, unmouth me.
Mouth ninja.
Is that like a ninja play? Okay.
Stealth mouth.
Just keep reading.
Make him a sandwich, put some cookies or chips on the side, and some juice with ice.
That was number 2. Make him a sandwich.
A sandwich?
That's why I was saying
it?
Cooking is advanced version of that. Because you start cooking, it'd be like...
Somebody said
right,
bingo.
But I think a sandwich, you can do stealth and just pop up with a surprise. Like, I made you this, you know. If you're cooking, you like smell it, you could still be like, that bitch, whatever, you know. But a sandwich is just like out of nowhere. Like, I know you was mad, but here. It's like all at once. Then you eat, you know.
When I was reading through these, I never saw mine, but I don't know if it's there by now.
2 years after.
I'll do mine after.
Drum roll it.
Show him you're there for him. A woman's touch and holding him really helps us. That came from
a
guy.
A sensitive man. I'm talking about we mad, you know.
This guy says, this girl. This guy. Speak life into me. Vibrate on a higher level of consciousness when we do talk. Have positive energy. Show up as the goddess you are. Remain humble. And have your chakras aligned.
Pick me. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. He knows niggas ain't really like that. And we talking about actually mad, too.
I don't know.
That would work. That would work when we calm down. This whole thing is like when we are upset.
I feel like in my past, I have dealt with somebody that had anger issues. And it was just, I guess it was maybe the therapist in me that he felt comfortable like coming to me and being like, fuck, you know, there's some shit going on. Like,
damn.
Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a little bit more equipped than the average person. But I feel like I don't want to make it seem like all men, specifically black men, just have anger issues.
Right.
I just think that it's okay to be angry. There's things that can make us regular angry without without the label of like, we need therapy, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking
Mm-hmm.
about somebody who's exploding, throwing stuff, hitting the woman. I'm just talking about regular angry. And a lot of the times, sitting down and talking to us has to come after that passes when we're ready to talk. Y'all are like that too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When y'all are really, really angry, it's just like, I need a second, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying like that is good advice eventually, but not really for this thread. But I could be wrong.
Call his homeboys to console him.
What?
They're his real lovers.
I knew it was some but even before that last, I was like, this is on some bullshit.
I would never do that.
Nah, if my homie called me like, hey, man, just talk to her. They go, what?
I heard you having a bad day, bro.
This is why these threads are important, because it's like not every answer is a right answer. It's just dummies with keyboards.
Right. This guy said, give him space, staying quiet, or head.
Damn.
Right?
Okay. I kind of heard those.
Leave his angry ass alone until he calms down. That's the worst. I'm not gonna say that's the worst, but being like, you angry, ugh. You know, I can't do that.
I think that why that's good and bad advice is because, like, if you piss them off and just like, I'm gonna leave until we're just gonna stew in that and get more and more angry, which is why a lot of these other things, it's not like, let's sit down and have a conversation or something that would be like, I'm not ready for this. It's just like an act of kindness. You're almost like planting a seed. That's why I like the sandwich, even the head, or just like these quick things could possibly be like, I'm sorry, I care about you, but I'm still going to let you calm down so then I could actually talk to you because I know you don't want to talk right now. I think that's a lot different than pissing somebody off and just being like, well, I'll hit you up tomorrow. Because that's a lot of time to stew.
A lot of time to stew.
You know we make shit worse when we're in our own heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, leave him alone. Absolutely not. Leave an angry man alone? Nope. Not doing it. Just go see your other man and give him the time he needs to calm down.
Y'all are some clowns for real. That's probably what hella women do. It's just like, ooh, let me go see Gerald.
Side dude time.
He's not mad at me.
Right.
That's some non-mad dick.
I'm kind of disappointed in my girls. They didn't say the things that I thought that we would say.
You're not seeing anything close?
No.
Just a bunch of bullshit, which I fully expect.
Oh, found it. Thank
this is
you,
yours?
girl. This is one of mine. So I have a couple of tricks up my little sleeve.
Okay.
You know, and hers says, relaxing him, rubbing him down with a good massage. A massage. Sometimes just rubbing, either scratching their head, their scalp, the things that you know he can't resist that feel good to me.
That's like an extension of head, yeah.
Yeah, outside of sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be deeper than that. Like, my thing is a massage, a head scratch.
That's good.
You know? Also, I will put on something sexy and a nice fragrance. Maybe put on a little makeup, get cute, you know, just like, even if we ain't going nowhere, but just to be like extra cute around the house, extra in my soft feminine bag, no exuding any masculine energy, you know, hug him with the sweet scent on you, you know, jump in the shower, do a scrub or something, make your skin extra soft, you know. What? Why are you squinty-eyed at me?
See, this is that therapist shit. You out here using chemical warfare. You know how to access the parts of the brain. Okay, this is why I think that's very smart. It's not it's like you're avoiding everything that would obviously further annoy them, which is like confrontation, talking about it, being like, what's wrong? You're like attacking the smells, attacking the sight, attacking the touch. Like it's very smart. And I feel like that.
Ladies, we on our game, okay?
Well, clearly not.
So, I was like, damn, where is it?
That's what I'm saying. That's that therapist shit.
Fuck.
That's a great list.
Like, do something to take his mind off of it. Put on a show. Even if you don't feel like you that sexy, do something that he like. He like ass shaking. Put on his favorite outfit, a sundress or something, because even if you are the culprit, if he's mad at you, like you can still, if y'all live together or something like that, if y'all live together and you can't like just be away from him or whatnot, just like, and you in the wrong, girl, we can, step it up and visually at least, because he gonna look at you like, oh shit, man.
Walk by and that with that thing out, you're like, am I mad?
That man is just like, and just being extra. That's a way of being apologetic silently.
Okay. I know sometimes you be bringing threads and I'm like, I look dead in the camera like, don't follow this. I can't speak for all men, but that just seems like a very, very smart strategy.
Yeah, that's just in my, just what I like to do, because I have a really hard time with like aggressive energy, angry, weird energy. I just want to fix it, and that was a flaw I feel of mine in the past. It's like I don't want to give you time to like fester in it. Like I need to figure out how to fix it because I'm a fixer, and to the point where it was just like I would stress myself out. And then I'm just like, okay, what are some basic principles that I can apply?
You attacking it, like the instinctual stuff.
Yeah,
because smell.
I like to talk and I like to be there and be like, look, I'm open to hear whatever, just unleash. Let me know. Pile it on. Talk to me. Whatever you got to say, you can say. But when it comes down to it, a lot of people don't want to talk.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk. Like they might have been talking all day at work or,
So real quick for clarity, because I might have misunderstood. This is just if the woman's man is mad, period. Not necessarily.
Angry, period.
So not necessarily angry with them.
Right.
Oh, okay. Right. So that.
Angry, period.
What you say still works. But I think that how I took it was like, if they're mad at if the woman, like you said, is the culprit, then sometimes the head will be like, man, I don't want this right now. But if they had a bad day at work and then they got to summer walking, that's just like, okay, for sure. So you're basically saying, even if everything that you said, I feel like checks out if they're mad at you, right?
Yeah.
But I think if they're mad at something else, and you still respect that whole, like, they might not want to talk about it type of thing, and you do the whole, like, visual thing, smell thing, touch thing, I think there's really no argument against that. There's no way that wouldn't work.
No, because it's going to lead to head if that's what he's in the mood for. Because if I come and I put on this see-through teddy and I go and cook his favorite, a teddy is like a little... It's a lingerie piece that's like a little dress. It's a really short... little dress, and it's usually see-through. Most of them are like V-cut, see-through, little, it's called a teddy.
I never heard that. Okay.
Yeah, so if I put that on,
virgin.
Right. I'm sure you done seen plenty of teddies in your life.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, you put that on and you offer to cook him something that you know how to cook that he really likes.
Yeah.
You can cook that, or offer to cook that or whatever. You have some smell good on, you hug him, you soft or whatever, ask him what he wants.
I think that should have an 100% success rate, especially if they're not mad at you.
Sit on his lap.
Yeah, if they're not mad at you, that would probably flip their whole day around.
Yeah, and I don't know, I feel like there's so many things that can be done. But it's really about, to me, it's really about you thinking outside of the box for somebody that you love, or you know, really like, or you know, somebody that you care about. You know.
So, question: I don't know if this would even be a thread that would be worth it on its own, but had the thread be like, how do you cheer up your woman when she's mad? I feel like that's a little bit more straightforward. I feel like the only reason this was a thread was because men are like, don't talk to me, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, then what should I do, you know?
Because you're not really allowed to have emotions like that.
So y'all, it's just like, if y'all had a bad day, judging by everything I've seen on the internet and what I've experienced, y'all just kind of want to talk about everything. You like, y'all had a bad day at work, you want to talk about the bitch who did it, blah, 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 and then blah, blah, blah. You kind of want to just like script it out.
An ear. Definitely.
Y'all don't want no solutions.
No.
Y'all don't want nothing helpful. You just want to.
No, that's not true.
Get it all out, which is why that would probably be a shitty thread, because I feel like you guys are kind of in agreement. No.
Nope. No, there's definitely.
So you want us to put on a teddy and walk around? Here's a sandwich.
Put on a Betty.
You want some head?
I mean that.
I'm sure that would work.
That would definitely could work. I feel like there's things that you guys like. There's a lot of little things to me, and this is just in my opinion, in my experience, that you guys can do to just like little sweet gestures.
Give them to us. Everything besides talking.
Okay. For me, it would be something like, you know, offering to take me on a date or something like that.
Even if you had a long day?
If offering.
Oh, okay. Even if you're tired, it's like, oh, he asked.
Oh, you want to take me out? You know, you cook, maybe. Something that you know how to cook.
What if a nigga don't know how to cook?
It cooks something. Everybody got a meal in the chamber.
What about?
It might just be one.
What about how women said a sandwich with like chips and cookies on the side?
If you know how to make a fire ass sandwich, do it. I really feel like it's the gesture that really counts. Whether it's good or bad, it's the fact that you're showing an interest on doing something to make me feel better. Is really what it is. So whether yes, put an effort into making me feel better. If you just like, ooh, I'm gonna give you some space until you calm down, that is the absolute worst thing you could probably give to a woman.
Well, now that I'm hearing it, that's kind of bad on both sides. Even the space for the man is, you're saying like it should be accompanied by something. You're still trying, but just not up front in his face.
I've never felt comfortable being like, you calm down and I'll talk to you 20 minutes after. Cause I just feel like that's a whole like, you know, but there are some people that really works for.
Right.
That won't be the relationship that I can be in because I'm not comfortable just letting somebody fester in anger, you know, because sometimes you can hype yourself up even more and you really do need somebody to come in and just hug you. Shit. You know, so, but I think for women, if we come home and we're visibly upset, I don't think that being like, well, I'm going to let you calm down.
Right.
I don't think that that's the way to go. For some women, it could be, you know, but I think on the average,
I wouldn't roll the dice.
Somebody, right. Somebody that the person that we care about, that we love, doing something to make us laugh, something funny, you know, just, I really feel like showing effort to make us feel better shows that we have a support system there to help us get back into a space that is comfortable.
Right.
So it's really, you could probably do anything as long as it's being shown as effort and not something that she typically doesn't like. So you got to go into your bag of what you've observed from your woman or whatnot.
A massage might work both ways too.
A massage too. Yes.
Head works both ways.
Head definitely.
Cooking
these are universal.
Food is both ways.
Food definitely.
What about putting on something sexy like gray sweatpants and just letting the dick print, you know, swing around the house?
I think that works, but not.
If you upset, you're just like, man, get that dick out of here.
I don't can't get that dick out of here. But the gray sweats, unless you put on something that you know she likes to see you in. So like,
it's just
I have
the effort, even if it's subtle.
Right. I have certain outfits that I know he likes. So if I know he's told me, if I put that on, he's going to notice. He'll be like, oh,
the dick going to jump a little bit.
Right. So she put that shit on, you know?
I think when a lot of successful relationships, when you hear about what made them successful, whoever's talking, the man or the woman, always brings up like what the other person does, how they showed up for them, you know? And I think that's an important part of this because, you know, the good times is good, you know, when you're chilling, it's chilling. But it's like, I'm not saying like, when I was at my lowest, she or he like picked me up. It could just be like you said, like bad day. They went out their way to do this, and now it's like, man, I'm in a way better mood now because they noticed that and tried to do it without being too intrusive. Now, obviously, men's intrusive is a lot more of a thin line, whereas, but I think that the big takeaway from your thread for me was like, you don't have to be so straight up. You could be strategic with how you cheer them up and get them to a point where almost like, I feel like if you cooking and massaging and you got on something sexy and you smell good, it's like you might lead them to be like, what's up with it? Or just like, you know, just like lead them something. I'm not saying leading to sex, but I'm just saying like it'll get them out of that mood and ready to like talk, even if it's not about that.
Put on a song that they introduced you to that you know they like. That if you played it, they'd be like, what the fuck? You know, like shit like that. And then later on, you can talk about, you know, what happened, because definitely followed by communication once you calm down is very important.
And this is what's scary about this, because it's like mind ninjaing. Like you're a mind ninja, because I know that this strategy that you're talking about isn't something that you do, like you put on something and then it's just like everything's better. It's like planting little seeds in their brain to the point where like, even if they're still upset about what happened, a part of their brain is still like, oh, she's trying to cheer me up. You know what I mean? And it's like, regardless of if she's the culprit or if something else happened, it's still like, it's noticeable that, you know, here's a sandwich, you know, they smell good, they changed. It's just like, they're obviously doing this for me. And it's like, regardless of if my mood is actually changing, it's noticeable and I appreciate her or him for it, you know? So that was I'm glad you went first.
Thanks.
That was a great thread. That was a fantastic thread.
Woohoo!
All right. Well, actually, my thread kind of rolls into that a little bit. I got, what's your favorite non-sexual act of intimacy?
Oh, yeah.
So this is a lot of things we talked about already. Cooking together. That's fun. Even if you don't know. I feel like I grew up cooking. I did like certain programs where I was like sent stuff, and you know, I was cooking things that I never thought I could cook with instruction. But I also feel like I don't have that black women's touch. You know what I mean? Like, I already know
you can't cook.
I can cook a little bit, but not
what's your meal? What's the
I used to be really, really good with like steaks, like asparagus.
Asparagus, and what else?
Pasta.
Okay.
There was a point in time where I was really big on like artichoke hearts for some reason.
I mean, can you make a sister a plate?
See, that's why I hate. That's why I hate when people are like, "Oh, you can't cook." They're baiting you into be like, "Well, cook for me."
Exactly.
But like,
I didn't gave you so many of my little specialized dishes.
Well, I mean, yes, and especially since Persephanie's Kitchen is coming soon.
My friends love my cooking, so
I feel like you can cook your ass off. But I feel like growing up cooking, like helping my mom in the kitchen, helping my grandma, helping my auntie, like I feel like even if I don't have the skill to do a plate like they're doing, and I've helped you in the kitchen a bunch of times.
Absolutely.
I feel like that interaction and, you know, like that interaction and just like I understand why they say like cooking for somebody is love because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and if it's really good at the end, it's like, damn, this is making me feel so good. And I saw you in the kitchen for like hours.
That's why they say the quickest way to a nigga heart
for sure
is through his tummy.
So
to that belly.
I think that, it's one thing if they cook and then bring it to you and it's like that still hits hard, but it's like if you kind of in the kitchen together, kind of like talking, chopping it up, even if you're just following directions and being just a good kitchen slave, I'm a great kitchen slave.
Your little kitchen sub.
Kitchen sub. What would you like next, miss? And they got nothing on, naked with just an apron and a chef's hat.
The seasoning on your knees.
What you need. Drinking, laughing, watching movies together, laughing at something together, not a chuckle, a breathless, teary-eyed, they call it a guffaw.
Oh, a guffaw.
You know what that is?
Not really, but I know the name.
I don't know. Singing songs and being goofy together. You know what I learned? I feel like the same way women think the quickest way to a man's heart is food, I feel like the quickest way to a woman's heart is letting them be goofy. Because I feel like a lot of women grow up being told or just thinking that them being goofy, it doesn't like attract men. It's not attractive. No man wants to see that. But it's like, to me, the goofy girl always wins. The stuck up girl who their whole personality is just being pretty. They never really get anywhere. Because once a man has sex with them, it's just like, what else is there? And they're just like, I'm fine. And
I think also what goes along with that, what makes it more for us is there has to be some little resistance to our goofiness. It's like he hates it, but he absolutely loves it. It's one of those.
He just allows it.
He allows it,
yeah,
but he loves it low key. It's like a low key. I know you love this. I'm annoying you, but you love it because if I stop doing it, you'll probably be like, "Hey, what the fuck?
Right.
Why are you not doing this anymore?"
But I feel like there's a lot of dudes who just like. They're just goofy with their girl, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily like, I hate it, but don't stop, Like, I feel like it's like some girls are fucking hilarious. And I feel like there's a lot of, especially if you're in like the comedy industry and your job is to make people laugh, it's like, it's so refreshing to be with like just a girl who's funny, like who genuinely makes you laugh. And I feel like that girl wins all the time. And I feel bad because being in social media, it's like being a woman not on social media times 50 because you have this image. It's not just to the people around you, it's to the whole world. And I talk about this all the time. I've but like worked with women who it's like they wanted to do content that shows who they really are and they can talk and stuff like that. But like the pressure y'all be having, like, especially if, it's like a modeling thing. I'm sure you've dealt with it. It's just like you say something and like, shut up and, show this or like, shut up and take pictures. Or, we don't want to hear anything from you.
I watched this video on mute. And it'll be a podcast clip.
Like all I was doing was talking.
All I was doing was talking. So you watch it on mute. So you just watching my lips move, but I know what you're watching. Right. So I don't get mad at that stuff or whatever. But I do enjoy like being able to do like dumbass shit with the guy that I'm dating or my significant other. I love it. But I also do love it when I do something dumb and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like, yeah. I mean, men are like that too. Like our goofiness annoys people too, but it's just like, that's part of being goofy. You say something dumb that's just like, what the hell? Or you poke fun at somebody. So I don't think that them reacting fake negatively is a part of it. I think that just rolling that into your personality so that there's something, because there's so many fucking robots out there, men and women, who their whole personality is just like, I look good, I work out, I go to this place and I look good. Then I go to this place and people want to fuck me. And then I go to this place and people want to fuck me. And it's just like, I fucked already.
I've dealt with the people that are like too intense. The men who are just like too intense.
Yeah.
Like every time it's like it's too much. Like you got too much anger. Like, bro.
Oh, that type of
intense. Can we have fun? Like, You know,
yeah.
I don't never want to crack jokes. I just be like, there are men out there that don't want to crack jokes. They just want to be like
super serious all the time.
Yeah, super serious. And I'm just like, yo,
crazy.
Like, can we have some fun? Can we do something unhinged? Like,
I feel that.
I want to be unhinged.
I want to be unhinged.
Unhand me.
I mean, I think that's just overall a good advice for men overall. Like, just letting women be goofy is gonna do a lot for them, because I don't know. I think that we don't take into account how much y'all can't, you know. Right. And I feel like if you're a man on social media, like, I'm glad people think I'm cute, but that is not. There's like 0 people who follow me who is like 100% because of how I look. It's usually what I have to say.
Beg to differ.
No. I'm saying like it's
but that's not
my whole brand is about the stuff I say, and it's like that kind of stuff is an extra. But I feel like the pressure y'all got is like looks, and a lot of dudes are just like, I don't care what you say, you know.
Show them tits.
Shake that ass.
Show them tits. Shake that ass. Show them tits. Shake that ass. Show them tits.
Touching my thigh while he driving. Yeah, that's not intimate to y'all, but us, we gonna slide it up.
Boing. Shaboing boing.
Being included.
Oh, so good.
I'll be including.
You don't have to question whether you're included or not. It's nice.
I'll be included. Smoking together, vibing, and listening to music. That was back in the day. Mm-hmm. That was cool to me.
They still haven't said mine.
For real?
Nope.
Greasing each other's scalp and brushing my hair, this is a woman, while I tell you all the crazy things in my head and why I don't trust nobody.
Oh, that's
venting.
So nice. Greasing my scalp.
Venting.
Bruh. Oof. Love language.
Cussing each other's out. They're immune to toxicity.
See?
Asking me to come places with you. Ooh. I don't care if we're running errands or going to a gala. I want to come.
Come on,
y'all
go.
Just be wanting to sit in the, you know, that little gif of the little thing in the front seat, like.
I'm here. Let's do stuff together. I love it.
Pouring me tequila, then rubbing my fupa dupa.
Hey, come on.
Y'all like getting your fupa rubbed?
Hell yeah. What? Rub on my belly.
So, watching a TV series together, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I like having just like a really like, because I mean, everybody binge watches stuff by themselves. And I feel like when somebody likes watching or some type of entertainment, they just can't wait to tell somebody. That's why water cooler conversations are a thing at work, because it's like, it's Monday, I got to talk about this. So I think that like sharing that with somebody is really, really dope.
Dang, mine still hasn't
Somebody said fucking.
Wow. Non-sexual.
You know we don't listen to that
Wasn't
shit.
that the title?
Ugh, yeah. Showering together. I hate that. So many binge watching. I didn't know how many of you guys actually liked that. It's mostly food, deep conversations, and binge watching something.
They still haven't said mine.
Okay, say yours and then I'll say mine, because this is a lot of the same stuff.
Mine is playing games together.
What kind of games?
Any kind of games. Board games, video games, like detective games, like all kind of just like fun games, game nights.
Yep.
Yeah. That and the being included. Those two are just like, oh.
Games is good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what?
I also like stupid ass funny names, like
in terms of endearment. God. I get it. I get why you guys do. It's just funny.
Because it's just unique and nobody else in your world calls you whatever. And it's special to you.
Right.
It's something that he comes up with that is just, out of all the people in the world, even if they do have it, you don't know about it. This is between you and I.
I think the reason why games is a really important one is because like a lot of couples and relationships lack creativity to me, and they just do monotonous things that gives that, like, so they don't have to be creative. Like the place they go does that. So the whole thing, like girls just want to have fun, right? You think that means they just want to go to the club and party all the time, which is I'm sure there's a lot of women who do, but it's like there's a lot of women who don't, or they just want to do that every now and then. Right. But I feel like it's almost like how everybody's first date is a movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know what to say to them. I don't know how to entertain them. So let's just go to this thing and watch it together. So I'm off the hook. But then you realize later that, man, that's a terrible date. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why a lot of like girls just want to have fun. People like dudes will hear that and be like, okay, I got to take her to the club all the time. I got to take her to these bars all the time because they don't know what to do. But the cool thing about games is like that still stimulates both of y'all in a way that it's like, this is really, really fun. And, you know, obviously we're in an age where there's a lot of women that are starting to like video games and stuff. But that's not every woman's bag, but like board games, some type of game. Like my go-to would be like mini golf. I feel like women love just something, even if it's something they've never really done like that, it's still like a game that challenges them, and it makes for a very memorable time.
Also, this should be an honorable mention that I don't think I heard anyone say. Teaching me or showing me something that interests you. So it's like if you're into, what's something you're into? Legends of Zelda.
Legends of Zelda.
I didn't say S. Did I say S?
It doesn't
matter. Meant to say Legend of Zelda. That would have
been a dumb edit anyways. You're okay.
That if you start talking to me about how you grew up with it or whatnot, or what made you like it or whatnot, I might be like, you teach me some stuff about you, you know?
We don't be thinking nobody care about that shit.
Exactly. And that's the thing. But that's who you are. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes just those things is just like, oh, you're sharing. Oh. It's a turn on. Just, or are you teaching me if you were into cars and you just, if I just want to spend time with you and you're like, hey, I just learned this today. This is this. And you're excited to show me something that you just learned, or, you know, you hit a milestone on something and you're like, hey, even though I don't know what the fuck is going on, you're just excited to show me something that in your world that means something.
Right.
That I think is something that we all feel that just was overlooked in the comments, or may have made it down the road in the comments. But I definitely know that that's something that means a lot to people that's non-sexual. It's like, if I'm like wanting to tell you about an accomplishment that I just hit, or, you know, something exciting that I just learned and I want to show you, or whatever it is, I feel like that's something that's kind of like fiery that makes you feel good.
That's a really good one. I think that everything that I agree with almost everything that we talked about. I think that another good one that I feel like is kind of like going around on the internet, because I never thought of calling it this, but I did get this title from the internet. They call it 69 foot massage. But I think that since I'm not a big fan of feet, and you know, sometimes you'd be like, damn, my hands are tight, I don't want to do this. Them massage guns.
You lazy.
If you get them, first of all, the massage guns get in deeper than your hands anyways.
That is true.
But if you just spend the money, get 2 little mini massage guns, and y'all just on the couch hitting each other up. Now, most of my legs would be ticklish. I don't like it everywhere, but on the bottom of your feet, I've never liked feet massages until massage guns. But it's like somebody...
Hyperice. They have Hyperice Go. Ooh, that's the travel one.
The tiny one, right?
That's the travel one.
If you get your foot blasted, you really realize, like, damn, out of all my muscles, foot blasted, right? It's a gun. Out of all the muscles that I use throughout the day, my feet be taking it to the face all day, and you just realize that your feet have been like the one thing on your body that needs to be
whooped up. They get whooped up all day.
After putting the gun to it, you feel like you float, and you're just like, damn. And I've been to like, you know, like
foot reflexology.
No, I never went to a place to get like a foot massage. But like those same spas that do like back massages and stuff, usually places that do full body, I just tell them to work on the shoulders and the back. But if you stressed out, like that really releases some of that stress. And I've taken people to like spas like that, and their mood changed afterwards and stuff. So I kind of knew that growing up, but I just never really realized that focus on the feet, like that can really like release a lot of negative energy from you.
For sure.
And then you just walking around like, oh my God, I didn't even know that my feet were tight like that, because they just be beat up all day.
Pummeled.
So big pummels. But those were two solid. I really liked these threads.
Hey, that was really good.
Good stuff. Those were two bangers back to back. And we hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
We're gonna get a fact to you one of these days.
At some point, but these threads be too fire and we be running out of time. But until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have been Patrick Clark.
I'm Persephanii.
We'll see you guys next week.